Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're like most people, you've probably taken one look at a penny and thought, it's just a cent. But today, we're going to uncover everything you need to know about this tiny but mighty coin. From its humble beginnings to some pennies worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, we're about to explore why the 1 cent coin is far more fascinating than you might have ever imagined. To understand the penny's significance, we need to travel back in time to the very beginning. The U.S. Mint was established in 1792 with one major task: to create a reliable, unified currency system for the newly independent United States. As the country was just forming, the Mint quickly realized that they needed a coin to represent the smallest denomination of currency, the 1 cent piece. In 1793, the very first 1 cent coin was produced. But this wasn't the penny we know today. This coin, called the chain cent, was large and bulky, made of pure copper, and featured a chain of 15 links, each symbolizing the 13 original colonies, along with Vermont and Kentucky, the new states at the time. However, the chain cent had a problem. It was hard to carry, impractical, and not very popular. The Mint decided to revise the design, and by 1794, the re-cent replaced the chain cent, featuring a much smaller disc, and with that, the first chapter of the penny's journey began. The early years of the penny's design were focused on practicality, but the next phase would focus on American ideals and symbols that would define the nation's spirit for generations to come. As the United States grew, so did the penny's design. In 1856, the Flying Eagle cent was introduced, a symbol of the nation's soaring ambitions and its growing global presence. The coin was smaller, easier to carry, and depicted an eagle in flight. However, the most iconic penny of this era was the Indian head cent, which debuted in 1859. This coin featured Lady Liberty wearing a Native American headdress, and it would remain in circulation for over 50 years. The design struck a chord with the public, reflecting the country's pride and sense of identity during a time of national growth. In 1909, a major milestone for the penny came with the introduction of the Lincoln cent, designed to commemorate President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. This was the first U.S. coin to feature the likeness of a president, forever changing the way Americans viewed their money. Designed by artist Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent depicted the bust of Lincoln on the front, with the reverse side featuring 2 ears of wheat, hence the coin's nickname, Wheat Penny. This design would dominate the penny for nearly 50 years and become a beloved piece of American coinage. In 1959, in honor of the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to the president's legacy. This design would last until the early 21st century. Fast forward to 2010, and we see the most recent update to the penny's design. The reverse side was updated again, this time with a depiction of a shield, symbolizing the strength and unity of the United States. The phrase E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, was inscribed on the coin, reinforcing the message of unity. Despite its changing designs, the penny still serves its role as the lowest value coin in circulation. But as the world of digital payments expands, some people have begun to ask the question, is it time to get rid of the penny altogether? While the cost of producing a penny has surpassed its actual value, with it costing more than 2 cents to make each one, it remains in circulation. The debate about whether to retire the penny continues, as it is still used in cash transactions every day. Though the penny may seem obsolete in our digital world, it still plays an important role in the U.S. economy. In fact, there are over 150 billion pennies in circulation, adding up to over $1.5 billion in total value. The penny isn't just pocket change. It still serves as an essential part of making exact change, especially for smaller transactions. It's true that more and more people are using cards and digital wallets, but cash is still king for many, and the penny is still part of that equation. But while the penny might be small in value, it is large in circulation. And that leads us to the most interesting part of our story, The rare pennies that can be worth far more than just 1 cent. While most pennies are worth just a cent, some rare pennies have been known to fetch huge sums at auction. The story of valuable pennies is a fascinating one, and some of these rare coins are worth far more than their face value. Let's start with one of the most famous and valuable pennies, the 1943 copper penny. During World War II, the U.S. Mint switched to making pennies from steel to conserve copper for the war effort. However, a small number of copper pennies were accidentally struck that year. These rare 1943 copper pennies can be worth upwards of $1.7 million today. Another highly sought-after penny is the 1909 SVDB penny. Minted in San Francisco, this penny bears the initials of its designer, Victor David Brenner, on the reverse side. Only a small number were minted, making it one of the rarest pennies in existence. Depending on its condition, a 1909 SVDB penny can fetch tens of thousands of dollars. Let's not forget the 1955 double-die penny. This era coin has a doubled image of the date and lettering, making it one of the most famous minting errors in history. A 1955 double-die penny in good condition can be worth as much as $30,000 or more. As you can see, not all pennies are created equal. While most are worth just 1 cent, these rare examples show that there's still incredible value to be found in even the smallest coins. So, what does the future hold for the penny? Will it continue to be part of our currency, or will it eventually be phased out like it has been in other countries? Some nations, including Canada, the UK, and Australia, have already stopped producing their lowest value coins, and there's ongoing debate in the US about whether the penny's time has passed. While there's no clear answer, it's clear that the penny has served its purpose over the years. Whether it stays or goes, the 1 cent coin has left its mark on US history and will always be a symbol of the country's economic journey.